It was very chilly indeed, hovering just around about the freezing point. Although it was bright and sunny, the temperature was not optimum at all for the Hankook tyres. And remember, the cars starting on tyres with which they've finished the 3 hours yesterday. It was a good, clean start, and once again, the Scuderia Praha Ferrari leapt into the lead. At that point, it had never been headed, and it would continue that well into this Saturday portion of the race. The TCE field getting its own start, but no one had any kind of answer to the pace up front. Matteo Malicelli in the number 11 car, restarting this morning and showing that car's pace. One of the stories of the day has been the return to the top of the leaderboard or thereabouts for the Herbeth Porsche, the 91 car. May not still have the pace, but they've played the tactics and they've stealthed in some ways their way to the front of the field. The 77 of Barwell Motorsport, now with Phil Keane on board, has also been quick today. That was the only car that restarted on the lead lap in GT. Drama in TCE. The pole sitter and the car that started in the lead, drive shaft failure. The 109 Cupra into the pit lane and dropping out of contention. That left Holmgard Racing and the 102 to take up the fight at the front of the field. And with one or two different cars that have been challenging around the front of the field, including the Monlau Competition 107, that TCE battle, and particularly the TCR category, far from over. With the cars having laps between them when we restarted, getting a good run this morning and maybe making up some laps on your competitors was always going to be important. There were some frustrating times as well. 17 E-Deck Racing AMG dropped a wheel arch liner, and a couple of other Mercedes-Benz, including the 85 CP racing car, almost hit it. Still no answer as we went through this morning to the pace of the number 11, and as Matteo Malicelli got out and Yuri Picheric got in, the red number 1 on the side of that car told the story. Then one of the really interesting parts of the race, the 88 Audi, 4 laps down for car collection, but trying to get one back. And for lap after lap, these two cars, the leader and the 88, trying to get its lap back, were locked in fierce competition. The debate was whether team management should get on the phone to Yuri behind the leading car and say, just let him go. He didn't. He held him until he pulled off into the pit lane, and that could be significant as it stunted that car's run and prevented them losing another lap. And that may well be one of the turning points of the race when we reflect later on today. Josef Kral now behind the wheel of the Bohemia Energy Racing car, which has been headed now, by the way, but is still in the lead with 4.5 hours to go.